makers, Maker Master here, and this is the second part of our Baby Yoda project. Second part of the Build Your Baby Yoda project. As you can see, the clay that we used before is already pretty hard. Like I said, one of the advantages of this clay is that if you leave it for a while and it's cold and you just don't touch it, depending on the weather where you live, it's gonna get pretty hard, and in this way it's gonna keep its shape a lot longer. But also, if you heat it, you can work with it very well, like I'm doing right now with the part from the back of the head, because as you remember, we worked on the front of it, but we never did the back of the head, which is what I'm doing now. So I took the plasticine, the clay, I put it on a plastic bag, and then I heated it with hot water. Okay, then I took it out, okay, carefully, because if it gets too hot, you could get burned. So just be careful. You take the clay, then you lay it over, and as you can see, you can work with it very easily, right? So what I'm doing now is just smoothing the clay, making it part of the sculpture already, and trying to get the shape of the head of Baby Yoda. Right now I'm using the table, trying to help me with the main shape, right? As you can see, one of the sides is like very big. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take off some of the material, trying to give a little bit more shape, or more the correct shape. If I need more clay, I will just put it back. So don't be afraid to take off some material, because and at any point you can just put back some, okay, until it gets to the point that you need it, until it gets to the point that it looks good and looks more like the character that you are working with, as we are working right now with this Baby Yoda puppet, or this Yoda figure, right? So now I'm gonna scrape off some figures from the back. As you remember, like I said, you can just scrape them off, okay, and this will help to mark where I want these creases and these like different levels of the head. What I should do now, okay, when I take off what I want, is to take a little bit of water, and then I'm gonna just soften the surface so they don't seem like these are cuts, but that like this is something like is part of the shape, part of the head and of the texture, right? So that's what I'm doing. I'm taking water, and with my finger I'm smoothing the surface so this looks more natural. Alright, as you can see, I just go over and over with that, and now the shape of the head looks a lot more like Baby Yoda's, right? He has like this melon shaped head in the series, so you can see that it's a little elongated, which is good and works in my favor, because as you know, I don't know what I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with this project. Maybe we are gonna work it as a puppet, maybe we are gonna work it just as a figure, collectible or something. But if I want it as a puppet and I wanted my hand inside the head, then I would have enough space to do it, okay, and to move my hand to work it to the mouth or whatever. Now I'm gonna work on the body. Okay, the body is gonna be made out of foam, so I'm gonna take a sheet of foam, and I'm gonna use this pattern that I had already used for some other puppets, and I used for several, and I noticed that it also, or almost had the pretty much the right shape for this project. Later on I'm gonna put a link or something where I'm gonna share this pattern. Right now I don't have where to share it, but I'm sure that pretty soon I'm gonna make a web page or something where I'm gonna put some patterns that I'm gonna use in this channel, so you can download them and use them. So this one is gonna be there, so be sure to check the links that later on are gonna be under this video. And basically what you're gonna do is this: to cut the pattern, okay, cut the shape, and when you do this, okay, you can then glue it on the parts that should be glued, of course, and then when you fold it like so, you will have your body shape. I'm gonna use tapestry, okay, tapestry glue, the one that you use for couches, and sometimes they use it for shoes and stuff like that, is the yellow one, as you can see. So this is like contact glue, okay, contact glue, the tapestry type. So what I'm doing is just applying it on each of the parts that are going to be united. About this, leave them to dry a little bit, okay, since this is like in a time lapse, it seems like it's faster than it actually was, but I gave like 1 minute or so to each part to dry while I was applying glue to the other parts, okay. So you do it like so, and the body is starting to come to shape, okay, to play. Okay, then you put on the last part, which is the main union, the big union. You put all over, not too much, don't exaggerate with the glue, just enough so it it goes all over like so, and let it dry. Okay, then you let it dry, and when you go and you glue it together, it should be already sticky, okay, and then it's gonna be easier for you to put it together like so. So here you have your body of your baby Yoda, right? And now I'm gonna check my reference to see how long and big are the arms. So now I'm gonna draw the arm to have an idea of how long they should be. Okay, so here is my size reference of the arm and the hand, and then I'm just going to sculpt them. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit more of clay and I'm gonna try to sculpt them, just the basic shapes, because remember that I just hit this, okay, I just heated it, so it is very soft. So it's good when you are doing general shapes to have your clay heated, but it's not that good for details. So right now what I'm doing is just getting the main shapes, like the hand, the wrist, the forearm, all that. And when I have those, okay, when I have my main shapes, I'm just gonna let them to sit for a couple, I don't know, maybe a couple hours or so, and then I don't know if in the next video, or I'm gonna do it off camera, but I'm just gonna add some details, okay, so the hands, the head, everything looks good, on point, smooth, and with enough details, okay, to later on do the cast. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do on the next video, I hope. So hopefully we will have everything ready to cast it. Okay, we're gonna cast it on plaster, and well, the mold is gonna be on plaster, and then we're gonna cast it on latex, right? So like you can see, or as you can see, you can see that I'm just doing like the basic shapes, the fingers, the forearm, the hand, okay, the palm, and I'm trying to get this to the right side. I don't know if I'm gonna use actually the whole sculpture or just the hand or whatever, but I always prefer to do a little bit more in case I need it later on or for another project or whatever. Okay, so I'm just gonna do it like so. Like I said, until later on I'm gonna add nails, I'm gonna add maybe wrinkles and stuff like that. Okay, right now I just go for the basic shapes. First one hand, then I build the other one, and taking the first one as a guide, so both look fairly equal, right? So pretty much this is what I'm gonna do. So 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers for this character, and like I said, basic shapes, you compare one to another to see that they are working properly. Okay. A little bit of more clay just to make the palm a little chubbier and natural. Alright, and then I'm just gonna finish this part. I hope you're enjoying this series. I hope that it would help you to build your own characters or your own baby Yoda like this one. So I hope that for the next video, that hopefully will be the same week. I mean, today is Sunday, so hopefully Monday or Tuesday I'm gonna be uploading the part for the casting, okay, for doing the mold first and then for the casting, so you can see how I cast this in latex. But well, pretty much that would be it for the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, I hope you liked it, and if you do, please remember to subscribe and to share. Okay, remember to comment. Now we have our body parts, and thank you very much. Remember please then to subscribe and to comment, and I'll see you in the next video.